Good morning. Hopefully the trains don't really mess up a lot of stuff. But it's the 23rd of August, and I need to talk about the whole vice grip challenge. So I made about 8 days in, and a bunch of, like it was the end of the semester, so a lot of things were going on. Um, Kind of got caught up in things, and slowly the things started, skipping around, and I just kind of ended up drifting out of the whole mentality. Uh, I went drank a couple times, and you wake up with a hangover, you don't want to do anything, end up playing a video game to, just something mind-numbing to veg out, and it takes like 2 or 3 weeks to make a habit and 2 days to destroy a habit. It's just kind of how it goes. But I don't know. So now it's been a month. It just slipped by me real fast. It's been over a month even, and that sucks. But I don't know. I was doing some research on addiction and stuff, kind of the new stuff coming out. And everyone thinks it's like it's supposed to be like abstinence and all this type of stuff that you just kind of cold turkey to bitch, and it's not how it should be. Is what new research is saying. New research is kind of saying it's a lot about like your environment and like your friends' support, your environment, and kind of easing your way out of it, as opposed to just cutting it off, because it's you're never gonna like block those transmitters. You kind of have to help them diverge and make these new neurological paths. And that's not to say you indulge but feel guilty about it. It's about you figure out how to hold this. It's about not it's about like not indulging as much at all even. But when you do indulge, because some reason or another, don't just reflect on it and know that the people around you care about you and all these type of things. So I think one of the things I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be redoing it, absolutely. But looking into more like kind of tapering into the whole mindset. So yeah, it's still the same criteria. I'm trying to limit the screen time, limit the the alcohol intake, smoking, video games, and like the fapping and stuff. But I want to do it in more like incremental manners. So let's see, what I found was the most difficult. The drinking, I've kind of grown like a guilty conscience on it over since doing this. Actually, even the month I had off, I still kind of felt kind of like every time I'd go out, I'd be like, ah, man, I don't really want to do this. But so with that mentality, it kept me from overindulging and destroying myself too much. There are a couple times I will admit, woke up not feeling the greatest over just kind of a relapse with type of symptoms. But I guess that's to be expected, and I think I kind of caught myself from my mistake. I've waned off of wanting to drink a lot of times. For me, it's always been I'm good without it until I have like the first drink, and then it just kind of you start binging. So it's not like I have necessarily cravings. It's more like a binge impulses, which in my opinion, that's still a form of addiction. Cigarettes, I smoked like a little bit with a friend, but I made sure they're incredibly light, just because we just wanted to have a good talk and smoke for it. But I'm not doing that a lot, because cigarettes are terrible for you. I just realized how much radiation they put into you, which is kind of like, I don't know, I just thought of it like rotting your lungs to give you cancer, but like that shit like radiates you, just turns you into a walking Chernobyl, which is disgusting. So extra mindset to push away from that. But anywho, the other stuff that I'm having a little more difficulty on. So things like the turning my stuff off after midnight was actually a lot more difficult than it would seem. It was like 1 or 2 nights where, you know, I would watch a YouTube video and just kind of get lost, and to wake up and be like, oh shit, my phone is, you know, next to me. Like, obviously I did not put it away for the night, you know what I mean? That was a big thing. No fap was very difficult. It turns out I have a libido, and so I think that it's such a such a primal like part of life, that it's not something that can necessarily go away, but it's something that you can control and work and, you know, manipulate that part of your body, just because we are such a, you know, evolved sentient beings. So I'll be working on that. And in terms of phone usage outside of nighttime, so YouTube, that was probably what I was using the most. YouTube and Instagram. Instagram, I mean, I unfollowed a lot of like the BS accounts, so it's just kind of friends posting. So I don't really see that, you know, that limelight, glam, glitz, whatever type of stories that go on, and it's not as alluring to me. So that's good. You know, I think that's something that I need to work on with self-control rather than trying to taper down. It's something that just should come with self-discipline, and in general, just investing more activities into my life to drain time away, so I'm not on my phone. YouTube. I mean, yeah, YouTube's a really difficult one to get out of too. For that one, I decided to on my phone to take away the account that I normally use. So just keeping on this focus account, because my subscriptions aren't on there. So in that matter, it's got to be me thinking of, oh, I want to see this, I want to see that, which I think is just better, because you're not just getting fed, you know, from your feed like, oh, this would be great to watch, and then an hour goes by, you know. So that's with the phone. When it comes to no fap, I decided it should the amount of like pornographic intake one should intake is it should just get tapered down, you know. Whatever, you know, I'll jumble my words, but so I want to start it off with doing first like no porn. I think that's the best thing to do, and especially, you know, no video porn, and then move that down, no static, you know, kind of take out like softcore type things, and then just in general, like going like week by week type of emissions. Deleted Tinder off of my phone because it felt like it was there for like an ego boost type of thing, where you know, I was swiping for the occasional like, oh damn, she's so hot, you know, rah rah, but also just kind of felt like a cop out for like libido type stuff, and I wasn't enjoying it. Like, you know, bitches are basic. Couldn't find my Snow White or whatever, my Cinderella out that bitch, so I got rid of it. In terms of the internet timing stuff, so the app I think still works beautifully. Thing is though, with the app is I think 30 minutes was too little, so I'm putting it up at an hour right now, and then every week I want to bring it down like 5 minutes or so. Just, you know, a comfortable but small but noticeable amount. Do that so that I can taper that down too, and kind of phase out on how much I use it. Pretty much it's all been Twitter for the most part, Twitter and YouTube. I don't go on Facebook like at all anymore. The other one was like Reddit, and I don't go on Reddit either, like, except to look at some headlines every now and then. Yeah, so pretty much just using Twitter for that time. I'm gonna bring that down. And then when it comes to food, I don't know, I need to eat a lot. I got a I'm a pretty skinny dude, and I've been trying to, I try to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. So I gotta eat, a lot. Gotta eat like I go to the gym 3 times a week or more, 5 times a week, So I'm trying to figure out like a food budget maybe, because I don't know, I like to eat, but I'm also kind of low on cash for that type of stuff. In general, I gotta start saving my money more. So I'm thinking of starting a food budget of about 10,000 yen a week, which is about $90 US dollars, which sounds like, oh fuck, it's raining. Well, I'm gonna have to cut this off soon, but yeah, it's about 90 bucks, and which doesn't sound like a lot, but it sounds like a lot actually, but in Japan it's not a lot, just because food's expensive. Chicken breast is about as cheap as I can get for something healthy. Chicken breast, rice, and vegetables to add some flavor and spices, just to keep some sanity to it all. But it's raining, so I'm just gonna conclude this. Yeah, Focus Vice Grip Challenge, I'm resetting it. It's the summer break has started, so I got, a little more free time. I got more free time to focus on my mental. Hopefully I'll be, just reflecting more and meditating more, getting everything put together. So see how this goes. All right. Focus.